Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm flying out the premium D9 Focke-Wulf for the Russian line. It's a premium aircraft in Tier 4, and it will allow you to very efficiently research Tier 1 to Tier 5 aircraft for that nation. It was recently on sale for 50% off along with every other plane in the game, premium and non-premium. So I went ahead and grabbed this because for some reason I just can't get good games with the normal Russian planes, I guess. I tried the I-185, I tried the LA-9, the LA-7, but they just don't click with me. So I do like the Focke-Wulf 190 D13. You can see on my stat card there that it's my best plane in the game at the moment. So naturally I took it and bought it, and I'm loving it. So I did this replay, not the replay, I played this game earlier, and while I thought I was talking while recording, I have that Astro A40 wireless set, and some of you who have it may know that it has a little on-off toggle switch right there by the headphone, which I use sometimes to turn off my microphone if I get a snack or a drink or something else, and I don't want to bother people when I put down my headset. Turns out I hadn't turned it back on, and I didn't record my voice while doing this video, although I thought I had a pretty good game, so I'm just going to go ahead and talk over it while I play through it. So this is a carbon skin. I got this a long time ago, and I wasn't able to find it on live.warthunder.com anymore because I've had this probably since early summer or so. But it is called Carbon, so if some of you have the patience to scroll all the way down on the War Thunder Live site, which should really have a better search feature, where you could just pick what aircraft it is when you upload it. So you could, if you want the skin for this aircraft, you could just go to the website, click on the Russian tree, click on this aircraft, and then you see all the skins for that aircraft. That's what I see it to be in the future when they spend some more time on it. But for now, this is what we're going to have to contend with. But yes, as I said, I doubt you'll be able to find it, but if you do, it's called the Carbon skin. Now, recently, Gaijin increased the price of premium for one day by an entire 90%, meaning that one day used to be 100 Golden Eagles, and the price is now 190 Golden Eagles. There were some people very upset about that because they said that they only bought premium on the days they could play, which sometimes was on the weekends, or when they're not on business trips, or when school wasn't taking all their time. And I understand that that may annoy some people. However, I do see the reason for this change in Gaijin's perspective, since this will push people who want to buy premium, and who don't want to be faced with a grind that's 2 times as long without premium, will probably come back to the game more often, because otherwise they'll feel as if they're wasting their premium time. This means that there'll be more players in-game, faster queue times, and all around it's better for the community, even though individual players might spend more money on it. On the other hand, the prolonged amount of premium times has been reduced. So coming up on my first A675 here, we are fighting the Japanese as Russians, and he doesn't seem to be paying much attention, or doesn't have the speed to come up to me. So I fire, and critical hit, first kill of the game with the loss of a wing. Excellent. Now here comes a second customer. Not able to get him. The plane does wobble around a bit sometimes. There's just feast for days. Let's see what I can do with this guy. Yep, second kill. Narrowly avoid him, move out of the way there. Now, onto the second target. This topic while I play around with these guys. No kill there. It was close though. There is a new game, and after this, I believe I'll already have uploaded the DB7 video in which I do talk about it, but space has been one of my topics of interest since I was young. For my 11th birthday, I got a very good telescope, a reflecting lens telescope, so instead of it being one of those long ones and skinny, it was a short and stubby one, but it had reflective mirrors inside it, and I got some nice. It was just awesome. You just go out in the front lawn at night, and you live in an area without a lot of light pollution, so you could see the Milky Way, you could see the craters on the moon, and it even had this system in it. I think it was an Orion telescope, I'm not sure at this point, but it had this control panel that came with it, and say that you wanted to look at Jupiter, then you just type Jupiter into the control panel, click enter, and this thing would look at where Jupiter was. It knew. You entered the time that you were using it, and it saved the time, so every time you turned it back on, you didn't have to redo that, but it could just find the moon, it could find Jupiter, it could find every single thing that you wanted to, as long as it was above the horizon, of course. But the coolest thing was that it actually followed the path. So you could set it to that, then hook up a camera to it, then come back 5 hours later, and it's still tracking that object. So you don't constantly have to adjust it for yourself. Now, I'm a programmer, and I love space. That's what I want to do. I want to combine the two in the future. And that means that I'm going to try to work at NASA at some point. Here comes the third kill. Alright. That'd be great. But recently a game has caught my attention, and it is Elite Dangerous. This is the fourth game in the line of Elite. The first, second, and third ones look very old school. It's because they were old school. I think the first one was released in 1986. If I'm not mistaken. Probably mistaken, but that's what I read anyway. This new one just looks amazing. You can fly through all these systems at hyperspeed and check out all the different stars and planets and whatnot. The coolest thing about it is that it's realistic. These planets that you visit, they're real. You can visit the Earth, and the solar system. That's where we are. Here's the fourth kill. Elite Dangerous. I really want that game, but I believe the beta right now, or I can't even enter the beta anymore since the game is going to be released in 15 days. Costs a lot of money, so maybe I'll save up for it and buy it, and when I do get my hands on it, I will definitely start making videos on it if that interests some of you, which is the same for World of Tanks. I'm currently teamed up with some other guys in my squadron, and they're teaching me the foundations of World of Tanks and how to play it, and I've already got a good, solid understanding for the game, and a very solid hatred for bombers. So that's expected to come up. When I can afford it, I'm going to buy Elite Dangerous. I'm going to have fun with that. I'm going to make videos on it. 1080p, just like these. Hopefully my computer can handle it. Otherwise, it's probably time to upgrade, but we will see. In other news, I wanted to do videos on older Nintendo games, so using an emulator to do that. Turns out that Nintendo will not allow that. They have some sort of partnership program where you can they take half of your earnings or something like that, but that only applies for the newer consoles and not for emulators, so it is legitimately against the law to create videos for old Nintendo games such as The Legend of Zelda and others like that. Sorry about that. I do start to mess up here. I'm way too tunnel visioned on this singular A6M5 who kills my teammate anyway, and I haven't been paying attention to my oil and water temperature, so I continue to gun it in this direction to get away from them, and I am chasing down this A6M3 when I fail to notice that my water temperature is in red and that the timer has in fact started. So, in my blatant ignorance of my oil and water temperatures, I continue to use war propulsion. I think that's what it stands for, war emergency propulsion, or I'm not sure, but it continues to heat up my systems, and I eventually die, and I just can't seem to make a hit on this guy. I am using stealth ammunition. Should have had him. At this point, I'm out of cannons. I'm running low on MGs. I decided to turn back. Now, my oil and water are both overheating, and I just made myself a perfect target for the A6M3 that I was just chasing. This is where I messed up. Now, even though I can outrun him here, I do need to cool my engine down, which I don't give myself enough time for, because I've dove right into the bee's nest here. 3 of them are very close and around me. All 3 of them want me dead. So I continue to increase my oil temperature and my water temperature, not paying attention to it. I could have leveled off here. I could have set my throttle to 100% at least to help it out so it wouldn't raise anymore, but I didn't. So I continue to avoid. My teammates are very far away, and when you're low and you're slow in a Focke-Wulf 190, that's usually the end for you. Same goes for jets, which is, I think, why I really like the MiG-15. It's the same kind of boom and zoom and get out of there aircraft. So, at this point, I've got 16 seconds left to cool down my engine. I've noticed it by now. There's no use in lowering my throttle. It's never going to go down in time. And I think I'm safe here, so I fly straight, giving the Zero an excellent shot on my wing, and it comes off, and that is the end of the game. However, I did manage to get 4 kills. More than happy with this game, and we did end up winning at the end. So I was happy about that. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that gives you some insight on what you can expect from flying the Russian Focke-Wulf 190 D9. Of course, the same goes for the German the German Focke-Wulf 190 D9, because it's the same aircraft, the same armaments, the same fuel loads, everything like that. I did manage to reach level 100 the night before this video was filmed. Kind of excited about that, and thank you guys as well, because thanks to you, the channel now has over 1,000 subscribers, an active base of people who communicate with me after the videos. I get messages, you guys comment, you really help the channel grow, and I really appreciate that, because I like making videos, and I love that other people get entertainment from it as well. So, thank you for watching, and have a great day.